Hey fellow human beings, it's Nina and I am here on behalf of Forever Slain Band to just give you an update on our Kenya trip. Yay, Kenya happened. Okay, so where to start? Let's start with, I guess, the beginning. So in July last year, we were invited to do a concert for Gaborone Community Chapel. And this was to celebrate their first year anniversary. Now what happened is they also invited a guy named Pastor Nico Ochieng from Kenya to come, be part of the concert. And this guy, he decided, hey, let me play with these guys. And that's what happened. And then he said, okay guys, come to Kenya. So yay, it seemed too good to be true at the point, but it was true. So what he said was, okay, you guys just need to raise enough money for flight tickets and everything else is covered. Now this seems like, it's little, but it was actually quite a lot of money to raise. We had to raise about 5,000 per person. This is for 12 band members. So that's about 60,000 pula. And initially the raising of the money wasn't hard at all. Literally, we weren't doing anything. We just said, hey, we've been invited to Kenya and we need money, and people were just giving the money, and we had a deal with one of the flight airlines where they were just gonna let us book and go name by name and just keep paying same price. But as with life and just life, I guess, things changed. Airline closes down and now we're stuck. We have money given back to us and we had to buy tickets now at a price of 7,000. So that was a bit tough. We went around, we looked for sponsors, we asked all you guys to help out through our video. We had the Pay Anything concert, and with all that and through you guys' help, we were able to raise enough money for 8 tickets instead of 12. A blessing, yes, but it was also quite a bummer. But first, I just want to say thank you for that. You got us there. Yay! Okay, so on the 29th of December, all of us got on our combi, given to us by Gaborone Community Chapel. Big ups, guys. We're very thankful. We got on a combi to Joburg to get on our flight to Nairobi. Some of us were first-time flyers. It was very interesting seeing people's faces as the plane was taking off. So funny. So we got to Nairobi at night, and the person who came to pick us up was Pastor Nico Ochieng himself, which was really cool because you're in a foreign country and you don't know anybody, so it's nice to see a familiar face. And the first thing that he said to us was, okay guys, I know all of you are not, it's not like the whole band is not here, but for you guys that are here, I want you to just take heart. Don't sit in the sadness of the fact that you guys are not all together, but do give this your all. Give the concert your all, everything that you're gonna experience, give it your all so that you could have a second chance. Who knows what could happen, more doors could be open. So we took that encouragement on, and Nairobi living it was. So we're welcomed by different host families. We're separated into different homes, and I can tell you that every single person in the band will say that we were fed. People fed us. That nyama choma thing, it's the stuff. So on our first day now, we were taken immediately to Nairobi Chapel, where we got to see the band do sound check. Now guys, sound check. It was amazing. You wouldn't even think it's sound check. This is how good these guys are. So we were at a point where we were like, okay, people are so good, should we just carry our bags and leave? But we decided no, let this be more inspiration, for us. So we heard them sing. They were amazing. We were inspired. We got to do our sound check too. We were encouraged because they're like, oh, you guys are different, you guys sound good. So that was nice. And then to top it all off, you're sitting there listening to people doing sound check, and you look behind you and there's Mahalia, like Joya Celebration Mahalia, guys. She did her sound check. Amazing. So yeah, that was all fun. The next day was pretty much the same thing, and then before we knew it, it was the day of the concert. Nerves. Concert, like the place was packed, I think for all of us, we'd never done anything in front of such a large crowd, so yeah, we got to go on stage, and yeah, it was amazing. It was really good. There's a point though, we had some glitches, but it's life. We learn. Like people dabbed at the wrong time of songs. People started songs weird, but it was good. And then what happened? We also got to just enjoy the concert. It was so nice to do Happy New Year things in the presence of God, and just in that space, new land, new everything. It was just really amazing. So yeah, and next thing we know, we're told, okay guys, you guys are leading worship for Sunday. So guys, imagine the 31st, we do an overnight thing, and that Sunday we had to lead worship. That went really well, and our band, the back line, they got to play for Mahalia and Xolani. Guys, fun times. It was really great seeing them, and we got to share a testimony with the church of how we got there and stuff. So yeah, that was really good. Nairobi was amazing. And what was next? Nakuru, leg of the trip. Now, yeah, this one is interesting. So this is how Nakuru happened. Pastor Oscar passed by. This is the main Nairobi chapel pastor. He passes by Botswana and says, guys, what's the point of you coming to Nairobi for just 3 days after raising so much money? So you need, to do something else. You need to extend your stay. And so apparently an email was sent to all the, Nairobi chapel church branches, hey guys, we have a team here who's willing to take them on. And the Nakuru guys were like, yes, we're ready. So we embarked on our journey to Nakuru. It was interesting, guys. Kenya driving is not like Botswana driving. Ha ha ha. When a car overtakes a car that's overtaking, yeah, but we're alive, so that's good. Anyways, we got to Nakuru. We were welcomed by Pastor Mike and Pastor Bob, and they have a young team, so we had those people welcoming us too. We had a meal, and Nakuru was different from Nairobi because Nairobi was all music. Nakuru was more doing mission work and stuff. So the first day, they just told us you can rest, which was amazing. Guys, we hadn't rested for a while. So we got to rest. We got to go to the market, the Maasai market. We got to do all the touristy things. And then the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, we got to do other things that were more in line with just being missional. So one thing that we did was we went to the orphanage. We got to play with the kids, but not only play with the kids, we got to cook for them and make lunch. It was really amazing. That was fun. We also had a chance on another day to go to town to evangelize, which was pretty interesting. If you see any Forever Slain guys in town or on the street, here, just ask them about that. I think each of us have a testimony about that day. It was really amazing. What else did we get to do? We got to engage with the youth of the church. We had a movie night. One of our own, Kudzi, got to share a message on David and Goliath, which is really amazing. And then, besides that, we got to do the touristy things. We walked everywhere. I now know why Kenyans keep winning Olympic races. These guys walk for days. So, yeah, we walked, we saw Lake Elementaita, which was interesting. Like, guys, the water is hot. You put your feet in there and, yeah, it's interesting. Volcanic things, I guess. We got to go to these interesting caves. Oh, these caves, like, you get there and there's a sign that says repent before you enter. Like, guys, that's how hectic it was. We get there and people are praying in the caves. You can't even see them. It's dark, it's freaky. It was quite an experience. I must add, when we went to the caves, we decided to take a shortcut back and we landed in prison. So the shortcut landed us inside prison. We try to come out and the prison guards are like, guys, how did you even get in here? It was so awkward. But yeah, one for the books. I'm telling my grandkids about this one. And yeah, that was Nakuru. We got to lead worship on Sunday morning, which is really amazing. And then we ended it off with a concert, the New Dawn concert. And we got to just, jam and enjoy the people and enjoy music, which is just what we love. So that was Nakuru. Amazing stuff. Okay, so with all that said, you'd wonder, what did we learn? What did we take from this? Honestly, there was so many lessons learned from each individual. So I'm just gonna pick, I guess, 3. The first one would be from the concert and just Nairobi as a whole. One thing I noticed about Kenyans is they're very excellent in what they do. So the lesson was basically to just adopt a spirit of excellence in all you do. So if you see us going hard at things when we come back, it's because that's just the lesson that we've learned. And also that excellence speaks something of God. There's nothing, when you do things really well, especially like in the Christian circle, it really speaks something of God, So spirit of excellence, that's lesson 1. And then from the trip as a whole, I think what we learned was just about us as a band, what our strength is. And I'd say our strength lies in the fact that we're more than a band, we're family. And I guess sometimes that, families come with little things like arguments and all that. All those things happened, but we sorted it. And, so just realizing that, yeah, we're family and this is something that we can hold on to and just run with. Basically, that was just the lesson for us as a band. And lessons from God, a lot. But I think the one that stood out the most, which is even said in the testimony at Nairobi Chapel, was that God qualifies the unqualified. I mean, we're just people who are jamming in Botswana, in a closed room, and next thing you know, we're all the way in Nairobi Chapel singing in front of so many people. And that was nothing to do with us, People were even just like, oh guys, do you have an album? And you're like, an album? Like, what is this, So yeah, that's just it. God qualifies the unqualified. So I don't know what I'd want to share with you who's watching is, to just take on those lessons too, that excellence is something to be like strived for, like to be worked towards, and take what you've got, run with it, and always know that no matter how unqualified you feel or anything, God qualifies the unqualified. And also God provides. that was the thing. It was amazing. One last thing, Kenya, these border things, bring them to Ozana. Hey, guys. Yeah, amazing stuff. Cool, thank you.